Hi, and welcome back to Life Skills. And this is my puppy Lucy, who's decided to be on my lap today. This is a really quick thing that I'm going to toss in as number 4 of the series of the workshop. Um, Give me 1 second to get her settled on my lap. Um, and time blindness. So, for us NDs out there, I see you, I hear you. You are not alone. Um, wasn't even aware that I had this actually. Until I started working as a professional organizer, and then my estimates for how long a project would take were always usually way off. What this I'm going to have you practice an exercise before we move on to the actual other segments of the organizing money, time, excuse me, space. And so, okay, she went down now. All right, get down, puppy. Thank you. So again, my friend and made a wonderful clock for me for my time blindness. So here's the exercise that I have my students do with that. And oh, forgot some of these have graphics. So time blindness is I have them do this simple exercise, and I'm just going to put everything up here that's supposed to be up here. So I'm picking brownies because even boys want to eat brownies and need to learn how to make brownies. It's not just the Girl Scouts. So let's suppose that you want to make brownies. That's your activity. Somewhere on your phone or in a notebook, I want you to write down the activity, making brownies. It could be washing out your truck, whatever. Write down the activity. Today we're using brownies. And then in green, I want you to write how long you think it's going to take. Now, this is the assumption that you've not done this before. So the green, for some of my younger students, they thought brownies could be made in about 20 minutes, which you know what? That's kind of true for a cookie. You've already got the dough in the fridge. Um, and then so let's back up. Write down your activity that you're going to do and guess in green how long it's going to take you. And then go make those brownies. Then at the end of making those brownies, you see that it was closer to 55 minutes. It was actually almost an hour rather than 20 minutes. And the reason for this activity is that it then can take away some of your blindness because as you do certain activities, it can become filed away in your brain so that the next time you go to make brownies, you're like, oh yeah, that took closer to an hour. So these are the things I can do before and after, or even some during. If you go to wash your car at the car wash and you want to get the vacuum in there and get it all cleaned up for the summer, you write down, I'm going to clean up my car. I think it's going to take me 30 minutes, and then it ends up taking you an hour and 15 minutes. So again, we'll go back to this. You write down your activity, you write your guess in green, you do the activity, and then write down how long that took you in red. There's a bunch of reasons why I have students do that. Not only is when you're writing it, it's committing, it's you're seeing it, feeling it, touching it, the whole thing. And then the more often that you do that, then the less time blindness you're going to have because you will have it already filed away in your brain. So that is the quick time blindness game that you can teach your children, or if you're the student watching this, you can do this yourself and do it for a couple of weeks. Or if you find yourself getting lost in something, even if it's gaming, write something down and then I know our phones give us how long we've been on certain apps, so that's kind of already timed for us. But there's always a certain aha moment that doesn't feel good sometimes if it says that we've gained like 45 hours that week, then something is off balance. But continuing to write down those activities, take a guess in green, and then how long it actually took you in red, and then those colors, the writing of it down, the actually doing the activity commits that to memory, and then you have a better grasp on time when it comes to certain activities. And then the more you do that, the more you're able to control the other activities that you might be doing, whether that's gaming or whether that is studying or whether that is going to do a 10-minute. I know I've seen those take 10 minutes and see what you can declutter in 10 minutes. Um, I've got opinions about that, but and that may be because I do cater to neurodivergence, and we know that we're not going to declutter in 10 minutes. We're going to pull that third item, we're going to pull out, we're going to end up sitting back and reading the whole book. You know what I mean? So that might not work. If it works for you, awesome. If you know, if it doesn't, we'll be talking about organizing space. But here's another homework assignment that I have people do before we get into organizing space is I have them watch one episode of Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. Now, and that's on one side of the spectrum. Hello. And then on the other side, you don't have to watch the whole thing, but try to watch at least one episode of Hoarders. Because when we come back to talk about space and things, that goes with that retention rod of understanding ourselves and human behavior. And to understand where we are so that we know where we want to go. Some people really connected with Marie Kondo's um, way to organize things. And some people, I think my favorite meme about that was I have a pile of bills on my table. They're not bringing me joy, so I'm going to put them in the trash. That really made me laugh hard. But we're also going to talk about if you side closer to if you have a hoarding issue, or if you feel yourself more in the hoarding side of things, then we're going to talk about how to work around those things in our brain that do that. So yeah, just going back the time blindness, work on your time blindness by the activities, write down the activity, guess it in green, the final in red, for when it stopped, go green, stop red. And then watch an episode or half an episode of some of these. And then in lesson number 5, we will get into organizing your space in a way that's going to work for you the best. So with that, let me hit my escape button and go back to this right here. It was good to see you again. And when you see me again, I'm getting all this chopped off. So kind of excited. I can't see these because they're silver, but I went and got some more piercings for a reason. My 3 kids represent this side. So I wanted a short hair to quote having to worry about this messy bun because I can't do messy and make it look cute. Anyway, time blindness, Stacy. Have a good day, have a good week, whatever. Come back for lesson number 5, and I will see you then. Okay.